Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, do weekend forecast with today's second video. So as always on Saturday, we're having a look at the weather for the, hold on, yeah, still coughing. We're having a look at the weather for the weekend in detail, and I should get on that for you in a moment. Final weekend forecast of 2023, of course. So that's coming up in a second. Just say that first. Video sets our 6-7 UK weather forecast, and we've got 10 to 14 down with all our regular features coming up later this afternoon as well. No EC46 there today. That will be back next week. So we do ease off some of the add-ons and additions, you know, over the Christmas holiday. But it'll all be back to all next week anyway. Invite you to subscribe on all today's videos and content. Thank you so much everyone for dear Matt, and thank you so much to Weather and to Weather Outlook for supplying the charts and the data. Thank you so much. Right, okay, so we're going to start off with radar from the Weather Outlook. Got heavy rain across central, northern and western regions, so lots of wet weather packing into Wales, southwestern, up into northern England and into Scotland. Just about clearing Northern Ireland now. Now, as this wet weather is pushing some really quite cold air that's sitting across Scotland down the far north of England, some of this is turning to sleet across high ground of northern England, but particularly turning to snow as we move up into Scotland. Snow falling to low levels. I think there's a snow event, for example, going on in Glasgow, according to our lovely friend Mark Bogan, that I saw on Twitter earlier on. So, yes, you know, quite a significant weather event taking place up in the north at the moment. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart. So this deep area of low pressure, yet another one is sweeping in from off the Atlantic. That's bringing lots of wet and windy weather in with it, as we've just seen. So for the rest of today, we're going to have further outbreaks of rain across central, northern and western regions. Some of that rain will be heavy and persistent. Heavy snow through parts of Scotland, probably turning more and more back towards rain and sleet as the afternoon wears on. Much of the Midlands, South East England probably staying dry until we get into the latter part of the afternoon and the evening through there. Strong winds could reach gales around Atlantic and Irish Sea coast, gusts up to 60 miles an hour in some places. And it's going to be a very mild day in the south and southeast, again with temperatures between around 9 and 12 degrees there, but much colder further north, temperatures staying at or maybe even below freezing in some central north and eastern parts of Scotland throughout the entire day. Overnight tonight, the area's low pressure starts moving in across the country. Now, the band of rain going to push into the Midlands, eastern, southeastern parts of England, and it will get a bit stuck. Going to develop a squall line as well. So there'll be a narrow line of very intense rain and pretty strong winds as well. Could be flashes of lightning, rumbles of thunder along that squall line. And that's going to slow down as it pushes through the Midlands into southeastern regions. So there could be some really quite large rainfall totals through that central and eastern southeastern part of England as we go through the evening. As that intense band of rain becomes quite slow moving. It will gradually though continue to move its way eastwards, and through the second part of the night, most of that wet weather will get out into the North Sea. Then we have a dry stop coming in from west before more showers then start packing into western regions as the main centre below starts to head in from off the Atlantic, and winds will start to freshen again as those showers begin to push into the west. Temperatures will be quite cold across central parts of Scotland. Could well be frost and ice there, going down to -1, -2. Otherwise, generally quite a mild night. Temperatures holding up at about 5, 6 or 7. Sunday, New Year's Eve, we'll see low pressure right over the top of the country. So we are looking at a very showery New Year's Eve, starting off mostly dry in northern and eastern regions, but showers in the western work. Most showers will be pushing eastwards, particularly across Northern Ireland, England and Wales, merging into longer spells of rain at times as well. Scotland probably getting a drier day, but a few wintry showers are possible up there. Strongest winds tomorrow will be down in the south, and they could reach severe gale force around some of those western coasts of Wales and southwestern England, possibly just get to 70 miles an hour off southwest approaches by the end of Sunday afternoon. Temperature probably close to average, around 3 to 8 Celsius, but feeling a little bit cooler, especially so down in the south. On into New Year's Day, where we're looking at low pressure still in control of the Atlantic, but actually a little window of drier weather for New Year's Day itself. As Big Ben chimes at midnight, we are looking at more showery conditions, especially in central, northern, and west region. Showers probably easing off down in the south. A frosty New Year's Eve to New Year's Day across some central northeast parts of Scotland, so nice and crunchy and, you know, cold there, but otherwise generally a mildish sort of night as Big Ben chimes again, temperatures holding up at around 4, 5 or 6 degrees. And then through New Year's Day itself, actually not too bad. I think we start off with plenty of showers across central and northern regions, but most of those showers will ease down through the day. Southern areas should have a mostly dry day with sunny spells, but by the end of New Year's Day, wet and windy weather will start to return into the extreme southwestern corner there. Temperatures get around 3 to 8 Celsius, not too far from average. But next area of low pressure and sweeps across England and Wales as we go through Monday night into Tuesday. So Tuesday starting wet and windy across much of England and Wales. That persistent rain will clear off into the North Sea and most areas, but there will be a hook back of wet weather across northern England. And there could be some sleet and snow mixed in with that over top of the Pennines. Otherwise, the persistent rain clears from east and to south-east England through the morning, and then it's replaced by sunshine and showers again coming in through the course of the afternoon, and further showers, some for wintry likely through parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland as well. Temperatures will be ranging again about 3 to 8 to 9 Celsius, could be up to 10 along the south coast. The unsettled weather carries on into Wednesday. Again, we're between areas of low pressure on Wednesday, so probably back more to sunshine and showers rather than persistent outbreaks of rain. But it is basically a case of showers and or longer spells of rain on Wednesday. And the temperatures, again, about 3 to 10 Celsius. Quite cold up in the north, but pretty mild down in the south. Now, from Thursday onwards, the forecast, the forecast starts getting quite uncertain. Still got a lot of low pressure around on Thursday, so further showers and longer spells of rain can be expected, particularly in the north, I think, on Thursday, but it's a little bit too far away for exact detail. But quite a showery day on Thursday, temperature again not too far from average. By Friday, we start to see that the low pressure begins to ease a little bit. So I think by Friday, probably be trending towards drier weather with more in the way of bright or sunny spells. Showers tending to be around the coast. The air might start to turn a little bit colder in the north and the northeast, so showers could start to turn more wintry across parts of northern east Scotland and northern England. Temperatures generally dropping a little bit, I think, as we go into the second half of the week. So probably by Friday, maximums ranging from around 2 to 7 degrees, which again isn't all that far from average for the time of year. But into next weekend, things get even more uncertain. It is possible we might start to turn things not only drier as higher pressure gets more of an influence next weekend, but also potentially cold. Now, this particular GFS run doesn't show it getting particularly cold next weekend, but other model output is showing a chance of some much colder weather setting in through next weekend. If that happens, then we will see a return of quite sharp overnight frost for the first time since the beginning of December, and that we might see, if east winds start freshening up, we might see snow showers arriving across eastern Scotland and northeastern parts of England. At the moment, it's just one to watch. We will talk about this much more in our 10 to 14 day as we go through all of model output, and that is coming up as today's third and final video. So just something to watch for next weekend. A possibility, no more than that at the moment, but a possibility of not only dry but also significantly colder weather beginning to develop. Right, just have a quick look at charts for the outlook. So, of course, got rain in central northern and also western regions today. Mostly dry in southeast corner until tonight. Tomorrow is going to be very showery. New Year's Eve, lots of showers and longer spells of rain across most parts of the country. A little bit drier on New Year's Day, but more wet weather rising from southwest later on in the day. Thoroughly wet through into Tuesday with persistent rain clearing eventually to sunshine and showers. And then into Wednesday and Thursday, very showery conditions across both parts of the country. Starting to get colder in the north. By the time we get through to Friday, the emphasis is changing towards drier, but also quite chilly weather. Cold for the north, chilly, I would say, down in the south. That could be the trend to turn increasingly cold, but drier as we go into next weekend. But it could be. Right, so in summary, we're looking at another very unsettled week. We're changing the year, but we're not changing the weather, at least not immediately. So further showers and or longer spells of rain to come in the next few days. Temperatures pretty much generally down in the south. colder further north, and there could be some start times for parts of Scotland with this unsettled weather. And then towards the end of next week, the trend probably going more towards drier, but also rather colder, rather colder weather. Okay, and we'll be discussing about much more in today's 10 to 14 day, which includes all our break features, so come back for that later on. For the weekend forecast this week, the final weekend forecast of 2023, that is all for now, and thank you so much for watching. See you later on.